Hey everyone, welcome back to 39 Tales. Today I got something a little bit different for you. I have a deck profile of a pretty popular deck coming out right now. And before I do this, this is my first of this series. If you guys like it, I want to keep doing them. I do play competitively from time to time, so I kind of wanted to switch up the kind of videos I'll be making on here. Just a note that all these decks can be made differently. This is just how I decided to build it, and I'll tell you how much playtime I've had with all these things and just how credible of a list it could be. But anyway, this is going to be a fighting deck. This is going to be a Landorus and Lucario deck with the new Furious Fist format. So, to get started, I have two Trubbish. I use the tool drop ones for no particular reason because they're just awesome, just for nostalgia. And of course we have two Garbodor. So we have our Garbotoxin ability, which works great with this deck because we don't run any abilities. And you know, obviously there's plenty of decks out there that it's a great counter to. And of course our main attacker in the deck, we have our 3 Landorus EX. Next we have 2 Lucario EX, and that actually ends up being a really awesome card. I kind of underestimated it at first. I thought that it was kind of just a tech, but it ends up being a really great attacker. I would definitely not mind using that as a main attacker. And now I got 4 one-of cards in here. First off, I guess I'll explain what happens with Landorus. Okay, so Landorus, in case you guys didn't know, Hammerhead does 30 and 30 to the bench. With the new Strong Energy in play, it'll add 20 for each Strong Energy attached to Landorus, plus Muscle Band, plus the Fighting Stadium. You'll be doing 90 on your first attack and 30 to the bench with 1 energy. So it's really intense. So that's kind of the strategy we have going on here. Lucario adds more fighting power. So we have Missile Jab, which does 30 and doesn't affect resistance or weakness. And then we have Corkscrew Smash, which is really awesome. For 2 fighting energy, you get to fill your hand up to 6 cards if you don't have them in there after that attack. And the third attack, Somersault Kick, does 100. So I'll explain a little bit more math on how that works once I get to all the strong energy and everything. So I have a couple one-ofs in here. Let me explain them. We have a Landorus from Furious Fist, which is great. When you use Shout of Power, you can take a fighting energy, or I guess any basic energy in this case, from your discard pile and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. So that's always awesome. We have a Mewtwo EX because he's a great counter to a lot of stuff out there, and also he's still pretty playable these days. We have a Terrakion with Retaliate, which is also another great option just when you're using fighting in general. He ends up pretty much, you know, hitting back for 90, which is always a game changer. So we also have a Kyurem EX. This is from Plasma Freeze, I think, or Plasma Blast. And the reason I include this, I play one of them, is because of Outrage for 30. I kind of have it in there as a Landorus counter. It hasn't come to a point where I need a Landorus counter too much yet. I know some people were playing Beartic, but I thought that maybe this might be a decent solution, so I could include the double colorless energy for Mewtwo and that as well. So I thought I'd give that a try. Maybe that's a little viable there. So next we have a couple one-of trainer cards. I have my Ace-Spec as a computer search, which always a great choice, especially when I'm looking for that strong energy to hit the right numbers to kind of go for a KO. We have Bike, pretty self-explanatory. Professor's Letter to search for those energies, shall we need them. And 1 Startling Megaphone. I know there could be more in there, but I choose to go with 1 for this build. I have 2 Float Stones to attach to Garbodor. 3 Ultra Balls. Let's put that there so you can see it. 2 Switch. Beep. There's 2 there. 3 Fighting Stadium. So this Fighting Stadium, when it's in play, each of the fighting Pokemon, both yours and your opponent, get 20 more damage to defending EX Pokemon. So it only affects the EX Pokemon you're attacking. But still, that's a pretty big chunk of the meta right now. So you're going to be hitting some hard numbers. Next, for supporters, we have 2 Colress, 2 Lysander. We have 4 Karina, which at first I thought was overkill, but honestly, Karina's pretty much like, in this deck at least, I don't know, like a better Skyla, I guess. It can get 1 of any item and 1 fighting Pokemon. So pretty much you're like Ultra Balling and grabbing another item at the same time, which can really be convenient. The only thing it can't grab is the supporter, but hey, it still kicks some ass. And plus, I mean, this floor, oh gosh, beautiful. You have to find a reason to put that in there. We have 4 Professor Juniper. Pretty standard. Oh, this glare. It's a little bit better. It's not going to stay, guys. Sorry. Kind of better. Alright. We have 4N. Great. Now that's just bad. This is N. 4N. We'll put it there so you can kind of see it. Me. Shmee. Oh well. 4N. Oh, and I forgot, of course, the main attraction. We have 4 Muscle Band, and this really helps you hit all your numbers. Everyone, if you're competitive, you know that Muscle Band is adding 20 to every attack you do, and it's pretty much a staple now in most decks because you can attach it to anything, and who doesn't want extra damage? Next, we have our other main card that makes this deck awesome. We have 4 Strong Energy. When this is attached to a fighting Pokemon, it does 20 more damage for your attack. And that, I believe it stacks. So like if you have 2 fighting energy, it'll do 40 plus a Muscle Band. So 20, 40 plus the fighting gym is 60 plus 30 from Landorus. That's 90 for 1 energy. It's insane. So that is awesome as well. We have our 2 double colorless. And right now I'm running 7 fighting. So this could change. I'm not too sure. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time thinking about whether I want to change it. Right now I like it. I like how this is built. I've tested out this exact build on the online game and also playtesting with some friends and League and everything. And I've had a lot of success with it. I really like this build. Overall, I think it's a great deck against a lot of the matchups. It could be tricky. I know our new Seismitoad decks are coming out, and they are kind of tricky to deal with, but there are ways around that. So please like this video and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please leave feedback down below. I've never done a video kind of like this. This is my first kind of test run. Let me know if you guys have any advice or any decks you want to see, or anything that you would change about this. Like, what would your build look like? Let me know down in the comments, and yeah, also message me if you guys have any questions. If you guys are new players, or if anyone has any questions about playing the game or finding a league, just let me know and I will help you guys, point you in the right direction. As always, please check out all the links down below. Please check out Legacy Cards and use the code NerdyNinetailsPF to get 5% off your entire order. It really helps me out. And Nerdy Ninetails, peace out.